Two things that I would like to talk about is this. First of all, what changes as a faculty that I have been around, what changes I have seen in the program. And then specifically, I'm going to talk about some of the classes, or I'm actually about to start teaching next week my MPA 610 class, which is the introductory class, and what to expect from your classes that you're going to take in this program. So the changes that my colleague here, Dr. Roy, talked about with tracks and specifically redesigning the program, it took the faculty members on campus years and years of working collaboratively, as my colleague said, with the industry experts, specifically people from the public sector, and with the expertise of the academic side, people that they studied years and years in various universities to come up with these multiple tracks in the MPA program. But the key is that one of the things we looked at is the strategic plan of the county of Los Angeles and in general the public sector and where the public sector is headed. And we do see a lot more partnerships between public-private and public nonprofit organizations. And the curriculum is reflection of that, in a sense that you study the management skills under public sector management and leadership track, and you study how to work with the partnership when it comes to nonprofit sector. So it brings you both worlds in the sense of understanding how to merge these various sectors and manage them. And the last part of it was urban planning, and adding that as a track, because urban planning itself is a very professionalized, very specific field of study, and many planners, they mainly deal with city design, they deal with structural design issues, but at the end of the day, they have to manage organizations. And the public administration is the critical component of that. So I encourage you to take that curriculum and take a look at it if you're interested. We're looking to launch a cohort for fall of 2013. It might be a year from now. You might not be interested in that. But again, spread the word that we have that option too. So going back to the original design, that faculty worked very hard, and I served on many of these committees with my colleagues under the leadership of the university, was specifically design a program that it meets the county requirements or the public requirements within Los Angeles County, and then Santa Barbara, Ventura, and lately with Inland Empire, working with a number of different counties. So it's a very diverse program. It gives you a set of skills that I can more or less promise you that no other Southern California university except USC does that. Okay, USC literally, they address similar issues because they work very closely with the county with a completely different price tag. So you are getting similar experience at a public institution, keeping in mind that our audience is a different set of students, and we prepare you to move into the mid-level ranks of management within the organization and do great things and keep us proud. And our graduates do that, okay? We have a lot of them. I come across them now. I'm on various social networking websites. They contact me. They send me requests for professional memberships, and I see where they have gone, being from sometimes coming in just as a student. Now they are managing organizations, managing nonprofits, and we are really, really proud of them. And we always tell them to stay in touch with us because we want to know what they do. And number of meetings that I go in the county, I come across people that they started at low-level administrative levels. Now they are countywide, like contract managers. They work for the CEO's office. So we do place our graduates in very influential, high-position places, and we are proud of them. I don't want to take the full credit for it. I'm sure it's their doing. They work very hard. They are very smart, like all of you in this room. But we give them the set of skills, as my colleague, Dr. Roy, said here. So next week, I'm going to start my 610 class. And I want to just tell you what to expect from the classes too. one of the things we do, as my colleague said, we do bring rigor, and we expect you to do the work, okay? You are going to show up to the classes. It's a graduate program. We will expect you to do a lot of readings. Initially, it's going to be foreign language to you, okay? You are not going to understand the terminologies. It's going to be slightly difficult initially, but it's not difficult. Just apply, work with the faculty member. You will learn the language. And you will use that language when you go in the field and start working, or if you work already, you'll start applying it, and we see that all the time, okay? So we will expect you to do a lot of good amount of readings. It's a graduate program. Good amount of writings. By the time you finish this program, you'll be fluent in writing, and that's a very important skill. This morning I was meeting with Los Angeles at the Los Angeles Business Chambers. They had a mini conference type of a thing, and they were talking about how important is the writing and speaking skills. And you will practice that in our classes. You will give presentations, you will write extensively, you will think extensively, and you will be prepared. You will be prepared for the 21st century workplace. And again, finally, the final words I want to say, I don't want to keep you here forever, and I would like to open the floor later on after our alumni give their presentations to answering your questions, is that we are always here for you, and you should contact Dr. Roy. He's the academic lead and associate director of the program. He'll answer all your questions, work with you very closely. Faculty are there to work with you and to push you to the next level to think. We do spend hours and hours with our students. A number of Josh's classmates would spend hours in my office, borrow my books, take it back, bring it back, and I would read their papers, comment on it, so they would prepare for the comprehensive exam. So faculty are available. We want you to succeed. So at the end, please come and talk to me, talk to my colleague, Dr. Roy, talk to our graduates, talk to Alice, Lou, to get more administrative information. And at this point, I guess I'll let Dr. Roy introduce Josh.